Hello, strong people. Week 2, day 4 of off-season work leading into prep for the Arnold. It's my event day session today. Now, I really don't want to. Event day sessions are so hard for me by myself. I really do prefer going down to like another gym, 580 barbell or somewhere, and doing an event session with other people. I don't know what it is, but it could be because it's cold out and I don't want to do the runs outside. Or it could be because it's difficult to do runs in the grass. It could be carrying all the equipment out there to do it. But those are all just whatever, part of the process. So today what we have is some sandbag runs. Sandbag runs and loads, I believe. So I'm trying to debate on what I want to do exactly. Because what do I have? I believe I have a 220 bag, a 265 bag. Do I have a 265 bag? Maybe I don't. I don't remember. Oh, no, there it is over there. Say, I have a 220 bag, a 265, 275, whatever it is, a 300 pound, and then a 350. And once again, I'm not supposed to be going like maximal for this first few weeks. So what I'm thinking about, I would like to do like a max distance run with the 300 bag or something, but I don't know. Probably a bad idea to do max distance for, that would technically be maximal effort. Maybe every minute on the minute again. I like every minute on the minute for conditioning style stuff. So we'll see. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I don't know. It's fun to be able to do what I want though, so I can tweak it how I need to. But the worst part is going to be getting the sandbag out to where I need it to, and I'm pretty sure the grass is still wet because it rained for like 18 hours straight yesterday. So we'll see what happens, I guess. Let's get to it. All right, so I think I've decided what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to do 5 runs of 200 feet with the 225 bag. Just because 1,000 feet sounds cool. It's obviously a light bag, but it's this shirt I'm wearing material is sliding right off of it. So I am really having to try to pull it in tight with my upper back, which is, I want to do that. So it's kind of reinforcing that technique. And I'm going to do it beltless. Usually for sandbags, I throw on like my Cerberus deadlift belt. I know it's called a deadlift belt, but I don't like it for deadlifts. I like it for some moving events, honestly. A little more flex, allows you to breathe a little bit better. But I'm going to try to avoid using it for this. I shouldn't need it. 220 bag is pretty light for any super heavy. But I think we're going to do 5 runs of 200 feet. So it'll be, down, back. And that should suck just enough without being maximal effort. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Sandbag's done. I got better as I went. That first set, I carried the bag. I had it way too low to start, so it slid a lot more than that last set. It didn't slide really at all on that last set. I had it high enough up that I was able to get my hands like up over it and kind of get them almost so far over it that I was able to get under it almost a little bit, if that makes sense. I've never had a max distance carry in a show. I had like a Conan's wheel or something in my very first show, but I don't think I've had any max distance events since then. I'm trying to think real quick. No, I don't think so. So my short burst cardio, I would call it, like the 50 feet down, 50 feet back, whatever. I'm good in that. Pretty confident in that. But this long distance stuff, if I have a show with that in it, that's going to need some work, of course. And I feel like that's kind of me in a nutshell in a way, because what is it? The slow twitch muscle fibers I don't seem to have trained as well as the fast twitch ones. And I don't know how scientific or accurate that is. It just seems like reps are not my specialty. But I can hit singles or quick sprints, 50 feet all day long, and that won't bother me. But it's the long distance stuff where I have time to think about what I'm doing. I think that messes me up. If I don't have to think about it and I can just go, I'm very confident. But that long distance stuff might need some work. Of course, we don't have anything like that coming up that I know of. I'm not saying it couldn't happen at regionals next year or something like that. But promoters don't seem to like those events that much because they're kind of boring in a way. And they also can take a while. If you have people running like a sandbag for, a minute and a half, it can take some time. Reset the sandbag, have the next person go. It could just be forever. But all right, I think we're going to move on to sandbag loads. I don't know exactly where I want to set these up. I don't want to do them in the yard again because the yard's still pretty wet. And I don't want my sandbags to get super wet and stuff. Plus, I'm going to need a heavier bag anyway to load because the 220 bag just isn't. I think it ain't going to be worth it to load. If I was doing very high reps, yeah, it would. But I don't think I'm going to. We'll see. I might bump it up to the 265 bag and do some, I don't know, triples every minute on the minute, maybe. The every minute on the minute with that sandbag for 200 feet, that went out the window quick. I wasn't doing that. If I was going to do EMOMs on that, it'd be like, half of that distance, maybe. And even that would be probably pushing it for me right now. All right. Before I cool down too much, let's move on to the next exercise. All right, so I didn't record any sandbag after that. I didn't really get too much. I started warming up with some because I was going to go fairly heavy, and I started to feel sick. I thought I was getting sick like Thursday and Friday, having that like constant phlegm in my throat and just feeling super congested. And I haven't been setting myself up for, a successful Saturday lift anyway. I've been staying up too late Friday nights, and I'm waking up early Saturday morning to work some OT. And I don't have a stressful job by any means. It's not physical or anything, but just, that constant cycle of staying up too late, getting, 5-6 hours of sleep, 6 if I'm lucky. It's just, it doesn't make for, that's not an equation that, works out, that equals a good session. So it's really my own fault. Good session or not, I still did some work, so it's not a total loss, but it's just, I don't know. I need to be better. Just because it's off season doesn't give me, grounds for slacking off. And especially with, it definitely won, but possibly 2 of the biggest shows that I may ever compete in March. So I just need to wake up a little bit more, hold myself accountable, because if you're unaware, sleep is your best friend when it comes to anything strength training. Your body needs rest, and when you don't give it rest, it won't recover. And although we're not going super heavy in this off-season prep, for the most part, it doesn't mean that your body doesn't need to recover from it. It's a different stimulus. We weren't training a lot of high reps for nationals because they weren't high rep events. So transitioning into sessions where it is a lot of high rep volume work, my body just isn't used to recovering from that right away, especially in between sets. Now, most of the time I've been working up to a top set and then coming back down. So it's not like, I'm hammering that maximum volume, like I'm building volume as I go. But still, it's a different stimulus than what nationals was. So I need to be better. That's really all there is to it. But I'm going to close the video there and probably go take a nap or something, because I was, after that, I laid down on my bench over there and I was like, I could fall asleep right here, but it's rather cold and not super comfortable to lay on that bench. So until next time, go get strong, stay strong. I'll see you guys in the next one.